Hey Clubhouse! Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the places where I find my design resources, all the things that you might need when it comes to creating design work. First up, images. So imagery is obviously a big part of any piece of design, and one great site that I use to find high quality free images is Unsplash. Unsplash is a website dedicated to sharing stock photography with over 110,000 photographers contributing to their growing library of over 1.5 million photos. It's got an easy to use search function that helps you find exactly what you're looking for, and images are easy to download at the click of a button. There's also a few other handy tools to help refine your search. Next I want to share with you guys the British Library Flickr. So this account contains a crazy amount of high quality scans of some of the library's content, which is all public domain, meaning that it is all free to use. The content is sorted into handy albums from things such as animals to space and sci-fi, fashion and costumes, and a whole lot more. Again, images are easy to download at a high resolution at the click of a button. I find that these scans make great content for things like collages or even just as backgrounds and textures in your other work. Libraries and museums often have digital collections available to access online with a whole lot of public domain content, so I encourage you to check it out. And speaking of scans, a big part of how I find content for my work is through scanned imagery. An example you see here is a Tumblr account that uploads scans from vintage National Geographic magazines. There's a massive range of images and sites like these that upload scanned content, and I think it's a great way to find really unique, interesting images to boost your designs. As you'll see here, I have a number of scanned blogs and websites saved and bookmarked with different types of content, including this one here with the vintage skating pictures from magazines and posters. So if you have something in mind, try searching for scans or vintage scans of what you're looking for. Moving on to fonts. Something I get asked all the time at Clubhouse is where do I get cool fonts from? So hopefully this will help answer that question. The first place I use is Google Fonts. Google Fonts has a library of nearly 1,000 free licensed font families. It has a really useful search function to help you find the type of font that you're looking for. You can test out the font before you download, and if that's what you're looking for, then it's super easy to download with just a simple click. Another site that I use is called Use and Modify. Use and Modify is a collection of fonts put together that all have open source licenses, which means that they are free to use but also to modify, meaning if you're interested you can edit the fonts to create your own brand new one. These sites contain links to the external sites from which you can download your chosen font. And lastly, one many of you may already be familiar with, Dafont. Dafont is an archive of freely downloadable fonts that is the place to go to find more fun, weird, or playful fonts. It has a directory of categories to make it easy to find the font that fits the vibe you're going for, from cartoon to horror to wingdings. Moving on to textures. Now textures might not be something that immediately comes to mind when approaching a design project. They are a great way of bringing depth to any graphic work and giving it the extra boost that it might need. This site that I use is called Lost and Taken, and it's a great place to find a variety of free, high quality textures that can be used as backgrounds, overlays, or just however you want. And lastly, I've included inspiration. Sometimes the hardest part of creating any type of creative work is knowing where to start. And a site I'm sure nobody is a stranger to is Pinterest. We've all used it, but I really like it's more like this feature, which shows you other content related to things that you might like. Another site I suggest you check out, especially when it comes to design, is Designspiration. It's similar in look and feel to Pinterest, but it's created specifically with designers in mind. You can search for things by concepts or fields such as web design or photography, or something that I like about Designspiration is that you can choose to search by colour. So if you've got a specific colour palette in mind, this tool is great for finding images and ideas in your chosen palette. And of course, inspiration can come from anywhere. While we may be stuck in our bubbles at the moment, I encourage you to keep finding creative inspiration from wherever you can. Your home, your belongings, memories, online, books, magazines, music. Find something that motivates you to create, whatever it may be. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you guys found this helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.